All right, guys, welcome to Charleston, or I should say, formerly known as Old Town Charleston from back in 1836. But where are we really? Stay tuned for more. All right, so this episode is going to take place in the city of Lorain, Ohio. Lorain, Ohio is a greater Cleveland suburb to the west, about half an hour, about 30 miles to exact, west of downtown Cleveland along the Lake Erie shoreline. Has a population of about 62,000. I'll put some of the stats up on the screen for you here in a little bit. And this is a look at the Lorain City Hall and Police Station here on US Highway 6, near the junction of Broadway, which is also State Route 57. And Lorain is going through a revitalization process. It has a drawbridge too, by the way, which is only one of less than a dozen, I think, in the state of Ohio. This is the old Spitzer building here in front of me, and this new sign here for Broadway, basically as part of that revitalization project that I was talking about a moment ago. And that revitalization process takes you all the way down the street of Broadway into downtown Lorain. Has an archway there when you get down there. I'm going to take you down there as well. And hopefully we can find something cool to see. I know that there is some riverfront parks and things like that. There's also a lighthouse in this town, so stay tuned for more. All right, so I'm bringing you a little closer toward that town center. This looks like maybe it was an old bank of some sort back in the day. That beautiful building there next to it says Dwayne on it, from 1906. Very beautiful building. It has a clock in front as well, and it says Dwayne on the clock, representing the building itself. So that's pretty neat. And then the wordage on this Broadway sign talks about the city of Lorain and that it was established in 1834. Now, the sign I showed you a little bit ago for Charleston, that was its original name, Charleston, Ohio. And this was the, the founding area, founding spot. I'm not sure exactly when they switched the name over to Lorain. Yeah, pretty neat. Now, part of that revitalization project I was talking about earlier, so they have some really neat, they have 4th Street Diner and some pretty neat Mexican restaurants and stuff over here as well. And then you have a lot of businesses now are in these storefronts. And they've expanded the sidewalk out a little bit for that leisurely stroll. Some places down through here probably have table and chair set up for eateries and things like that, where with a wider sidewalk, it produces that ability to do that. This looks like it was, now here's an abandoned building. Now, this one here obviously is historic. It says a style center. So something may move in there someday. And that used to be the story of Lorain the whole time. Is a lot of that going on. Now, is it still perfect? Is it perfect at all? No. Is it on its way up? Sure. Is it ever going to be perfect though? No. No town is. But, yeah. I am going to eventually take you all the way down through the heart of downtown. Now, I said a little bit ago that Lorain has a lighthouse. I'll take you over there to that as well. I'll continue to put up some notes and stats for you up on the screen. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button here at the Town Explorer. We really appreciate that. We're a small channel, still growing, and we really appreciate your support. It will help us grow. Still on the path to reach 1,000 so we can get monetized, so I can make a couple of bucks here and there and take you to places, well, like Lorain here on a more regular basis. And those of you who have seen some of my footage in the past, we all know I love a good postcard mural. So there's a postcard mural. What do you think? Maybe, just maybe part of the thumbnail. There it is, guys. There is the Lorain Lighthouse. I'll put up some statistics on the screen about its history and things like that. Lorain Lighthouse is one of the Great Lakes iconic lighthouses, I would say. Probably one of the more iconic ones. Lorain sure is proud of it. And yeah, this is the world's largest Easter basket, guys. It is specifically the world's largest Easter basket. The world's largest basket is down in Newark, Ohio at the Longaberger factory. But Yep, this is the world's largest Caesar basket, and in the Easter time in the spring, they put a bunch of eggs in here. A lot of the locals come over here and get pictures by the Easter basket, and with their pretty dresses and their suits and things like that. Meanwhile, we are here at Lakeview Park, and Lakeview Park is a city park here in Lorain, and it's a beachfront park. Very similar to what I showed you guys over in Ludington, Michigan, if you've watched my video over there. Only difference is this beach shoreline isn't as deep. What I mean from deep is from basically the road to the water, and it's not as level. You do have to go down to get to it. But it is pretty nonetheless. And you do get a view from here for the lighthouse, but it's back behind me. Here's a really nice facility here where if you bring something to change in, swim trunks, bathing suit, things like that. Restrooms are also in there. And then you also have this really funky looking fish, whatever that's supposed to be, piece of art. And lots of kids and stuff down there playing, guys. Lorain, Ohio, come check it out. So here's a historical marker I thought I would show you here, talking about when the Civil War was occurring. The Confederates actually took over city of Charleston, which is now Lorain, and that all occurred back in 1863. That is a historical marker as a reminder of days of the past. And then this is like at a memorial gardens here for the Purple Hearts. All gave some. And as we know, Billy Ray Cyrus says, some gave all. Now here is here's a headstone. City of Lorain, Ohio, founded July 17th, 1834. Now, I think more appropriately, this should be saying the city of Charleston, because it died and became Lorain, but that's just me. That's just my theory on what it should be, but comment down below if you think you agree with me on that. Okay, so we're in a housing development here, a residential section of Lorain. Just wanted to show you some of the housing developments and things like that, and some of the styles and architecture that is in the city. And right along here, across from those houses, is the Black River. And the Black River feeds straight into Lake Erie, where I showed you a bit ago. And over there where that pavilion is, beyond the boats and the slips over there, that is a festival park where they have the annual International Festival, because the nickname for this town, this city, is the International City, because it is very proud of its diversity. Hungarians, Croatians, Puerto Ricans, you name it. Spaniards, Italians, all have settled here at one point or another. And their culture still is evident today. And so they have a festival every year that takes place, and they have food vendors that celebrate that diversity by cooking up some of the awesome cuisines and delicacies of countries I just mentioned. Now, at that park back there as well, they also have Rover Fest every year, which is a local celebrity in the Cleveland area that's on a radio station, and he has his own festival every year and has some pretty notable bands come by and sing and stuff too. So anyway, probably one of the more prettier areas of Lorain. I wanted to showcase and highlight this area. We will move along here and I'll show you some more. Neat little sign here. Birthplace of Admiral Ernest J. King, Commander-in-Chief, U.S. Fleet, World War II. And an anchor out there. And this is known as Eric Barnes' Heroes Walk.